Hello, I'm Abhijit HV from SAVI Institute of Technology, Bangalore. In this video, I will be explaining software testing laboratory program next date function. Here we need to give one date as an input and the program should display the next date as an output. We'll look into this program by considering following points. See, we'll fix one boundary for the dates. So we are taking one example that is from 1812 to 2013. You can fix any boundary for this. The next one is in every month we have the days from 1 to 27. Let me call it as normal days. We don't have any issues because if I give the date as 1, so it will easily display the next date as 2. Till 27 we don't have any issues. But we have a few months. In these months we have only 30 days. For example, the fourth month, that is April, June, September and November, 4, 6, 9, 11. In these months we don't have any issues from 1 to 29. But if the day given is 30th, the next day should be the first of the next month. So we need to take care of this. And then we have few months. In these months we have 31 days. For example, January, March, May, July, August and October. Even we have December. I will consider December as a special case. In these months we have 31 days. We don't have any issues from 1 to 30. If the date given is 31st, we need to take the next date as the first of the next month. Now we have two special months. One is February. Why it is special? Because we can have either 28 days or 29 days in the February. 28 days is in the non-leap years and 29 days in the leap years. So here we don't have issues from 1 to 27. If it is non-leap year, if the day given is 28th, next day should be 29th. The next day should be the 1st of the March. Similarly, if we have a leap year, number of days will be 29. If the day given as 29, next day should be 1st of the March. We have one month called as December. In the December we have 31 days. So after this 31, the next year will start. New year will start. We need to set the date to the 1st of January of the new year. So by keeping all these points in mind, we'll see the program. So first we need to read the date from the user. So enter the today's date or any date in the form of date, month and year. We have fixed a format for this. So we'll read day, month and year separately. Now I'll fix, but we assume that we may be having, because from 1 to 27 we don't have any issues. We assume that the next days are the tomorrow's month and year is same month and the year. Month and year is retained. Will change in the special cases only. We need to check with the boundaries. See here, if the number of days is less than 1 or if it is greater than 31, if the user has entered any value outside this range, then we'll call it as value of the day not in the range, that is 1 to 31, and we'll set one error flag. Next is months. We all know that there will be only 12 months, so we are fixing the boundary from 1 to 12. If the month entered by the user is outside the range, again we'll print the error statement and set the flag. Next is, with respect to the month, we need to take care of few things. We need to check something, whether it is what kind of month. So we'll call one user defined function called as check. We'll pass day and month to this. We are checking whether the month entered is 4, 6, 9 or 11. If the month entered is 4, 6, 9 or 11, in all these months there should be 30 days. So we are checking whether these months has 31 days. Suppose user has entered wrongly the 31, it will return 1. If the user has entered 30 in these months, so then it is acceptable. So we can take, if the user has entered wrong value, that is 31, then we will be returning 1. Otherwise we will return 0. So now we'll see, go back and see. So if user enters 1, we'll set it to the negative flag. If user enters the correct day, that is if the number of days is within 30, then this flag will not be sent. User if he has entered the proper value, the return value will be 0 here. So this flag will not be set. So we have considered all the cases with respect to the month. Now as we have fixed one boundary for the year, we are checking whether year is between this boundary. If the year is between this boundary, then fine. If it is outside the boundary, we print one error statement and set the negative flag. Now we need to consider about the other cases. In the month number 2, that is February. So if it is, we need to check whether this month is a leap year or not, whether that year is a leap year or not. We are calling one function called isLeap. In this, we are running a normal procedure to check whether the year is leap year or not. So this is the basic condition. It should be divisible by 4, and also it should not be divisible by 100, or it should be divisible by 400. By considering this condition, we'll check whether the entered year is leap year or not. If it is a leap year, if it has greater than 29 days, it is invalid output. If it is a non-leap year, if it has greater than 28 days, again it is invalid output. First, we verified all the invalid cases. Now, if the flag is not equal to n, then only will come out of this. It is executed in a do while loop. If the flag is not equal to n, that is, if the negative flag is not set, then we'll come out of this, and we'll check with these things. We go with the switch cases. So in this, for the months 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, they are January, March, May, July, August and October. So this is one category. If the day is less than 31, so next day will be, the tomorrow's day will be day plus 1, no issues. Otherwise, if the day is 31, so the next day will be incremented or set to the 1, reset to 1, because new month will start and the month will be incremented by 1. So this is in case of January, March, May, July, August and October. For the other cases, if the month is 4, 6, 9, 11, that is April, June, September and November. If the number of days is 30, the next day is just increment. Otherwise, you reset the next day to 1 and increment the month and stop. If it is a December, if it is case 12, if it is December, if you have less than 31, if the number of the day entered is less than 31, we don't have any issue, increment the day. If it is 31, we need to reset the day to 1. We need to reset the month to 1, because new year, new month will start, and we are checking if the entered year is 2013, so it is out of boundary. So after this, the boundary will exhaust. So we'll print one statement, next day is out of boundary value, and we'll increment the year and again we'll display. If it is within the range from 1812 to 2012, so then what we'll do, we'll increment the year also in this case. Now I'll take the another special case, February. If the number of days is less than 28, no issues, increment the day. If it is a leap year and if the entered day is 28, increment the day without any problem. So it will be 29th, next day will be. If it is a non-leap year, then if the number of days is 28 and if the leap year and if the day entered is 29th, reset the number next day to 1 and set the month to 3. The month will be the March 3 and you can come out and you can print these statements. Now we'll take one testing tool for testing this program, that is boundary value analysis. See, what is this boundary value analysis? In many cases, there may be so many inputs and it will become difficult for us to check for all the possible input values. So we have one testing tool called as boundary value analysis. What we do here is we check based on boundaries. We have 5 different entities here. One is minimum, minimum plus 1, normal, max minus 1 and max. What is this? This is a starting point of the boundary. For example, if you take day, it will be 1. Month, it will be 1. Year, we have assumed it as 1812. Maximum range is month can go up to 12. This is the maximum boundary level. Day can go up to 31. Year can go up to 2013 because we have fixed that. So based on this, we have categorized. This is the starting boundary and this is the ending boundary. And here we take the next element, min plus 1. Min plus 1 will be month number 2, day number 2, 18, 13. Max minus 1, it is 11, 30, 20, 12. And we can take in between the median one, that is normal. Any value in between, we can take it as 6, 15, 19, 12. If the test satisfies all these conditions, then we may tell that the program is working effectively. So we write one test case like this. So we can have a case IDs, test case numbers, some descriptions, possible input values, what is the expected output, what is the actual output, and status, whether the test case passed, or if you want to make any remark, you can write here. See here, we'll take all the possibilities. We start with by taking minimum value for the month, minimum value for the day, minimum value for the year, and maximum value for the month, maximum value for the day, maximum value for the year, and in between min plus 1, max minus 1 and normal. And we'll vary these things like minimum value for day, maximum value for the month, minimum value for the month, maximum value for the day, something like that. By considering all the possible test cases, we can write one testing table and we can check whether we get the expected output or not, and we can conclude about this. We can also take some special cases like for leap years, for 2013 December 31st, something like that, and we can check whether the test case is satisfied or not. Thank you.